Volcanoes. Just saying the word makes you think of exciting things, right? They're like giant mountains that sometimes blow their tops. Hot, molten rock called lava bursts out, flowing down the sides. It's an incredible sight, like something from another planet. Ever wondered what makes a volcano erupt? Or what it would be like to have a mini volcanic eruption in your own home? Don't worry, I'm not talking about real lava. That's way too dangerous. We're going to make safe and fun volcanoes using simple things you can find around your house. Get ready for some explosive fun as we learn about the science behind volcanoes. These experiments are perfect for young scientists of all ages, but remember, always have an adult around to help. Let's get started. Our first experiment is a classic. We're going to make a volcano erupt using baking soda and vinegar. What you need: baking soda, vinegar, a tall container, like a bottle or jar, Play-Doh or clay, a spoon, a large plate or tray. First, take your container and place it in the center of the plate. This will be the base of your volcano. Now use the Play-Doh or clay to build a volcano shape around the container. Make sure to leave an opening at the top so you can see inside. Next, add a few spoonfuls of baking soda to the container inside the volcano. This is the magma that will erupt. Now, for the fun part. Slowly pour some vinegar into the container with the baking soda. Watch what happens. Wow, did you see that eruption? The baking soda and vinegar reacted to create a gas called carbon dioxide. This gas built up pressure inside the volcano, causing it to fizz and bubble over the sides. It's similar to what happens in a real volcano. Deep underground molten rock called magma contains gases. These gases build up pressure until they can't be contained anymore. That's when the volcano erupts, releasing the pressure and sending lava, ash, and gas into the air. But our experiment is much safer. The carbon dioxide gas in our volcano is harmless, and the eruption is just a cool, fizzing effect. Ready for another volcanic adventure? Let's move on to our next experiment. For this experiment, we're going to make a lemon erupt. It's a simple yet fascinating activity that combines science and fun, perfect for kids and adults alike. It's a fun and fruity way to learn about chemical reactions. By using everyday household items, we can create a mini volcanic eruption right in our kitchen. This experiment is not only educational, but also visually exciting. Here's what you'll need: a lemon, a skewer or toothpick, dish soap, food coloring, optional, a plate or tray. These items are easy to find and you might already have them at home. First, roll the lemon on a table or countertop to soften it up. This step is crucial because it helps to release the juices inside the lemon, making the eruption more dramatic. This will make it easier for the juice to flow. The more juice we can get out of the lemon, the better our eruption will be. Next, use the skewer or toothpick to poke several holes in the lemon. These holes will act as vents for the eruption, allowing the juice and other ingredients to mix and react. Be careful not to poke all the way through. We want to create small openings that will help control the flow of the eruption, not cause the lemon to fall apart. Now, put a drop of dish soap into each hole. The dish soap is a key ingredient because it helps to create bubbles and foam, making the eruption more spectacular. This will help create more bubbles and foam during our eruption. The soap reduces the surface tension of the lemon juice, allowing it to mix more easily with the air and create foam. If you want to make your eruption colorful, add a drop of food coloring to each hole too. This step is optional, but it adds a fun visual element to the experiment. Place the lemon on a plate or tray to catch any spills. This will make cleanup easier and ensure that you don't make a mess on your countertop. Now get ready to squeeze. When you squeeze the lemon, the juice will mix with the dish soap and food coloring, creating a foamy, colorful eruption. This is a great way to see chemistry in action and have fun at the same time. As you squeeze, watch closely as the bubbles start to form and the foam begins to rise. The reaction happens quickly, so be prepared for an exciting burst of activity. For an even more dramatic effect, try capturing the eruption in slow motion. This will allow you to see the details of the reaction and appreciate the beauty of the chemical process. After the eruption, take a moment to clean up. The plate or tray should have caught most of the mess, but you might need to wipe down the area around it. Let's talk about the science behind this experiment. When you squeeze the lemon, the citric acid in the juice reacts with the dish soap. This reaction creates carbon dioxide gas, which forms bubbles and causes the foam to rise. The dish soap helps to trap the gas in bubbles, making the eruption more visible and exciting. The food coloring adds a visual element, making it easier to see the foam and bubbles. You can try different variations of this experiment by using other citrus fruits like oranges or limes. Each fruit has a different level of acidity, which can affect the intensity of the eruption. Compare the eruptions from different fruits to see which one creates the most foam. This is a great way to explore the properties of different fruits and learn more about chemical reactions. We encourage you to try this experiment at home and share your results with us. It's a fun and educational activity that can be enjoyed by people of all ages. Thanks for joining us for this exciting experiment. We hope you had as much fun as we did. Stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of science. Squeeze the lemon with your hands to make it erupt. You'll see colorful, foamy lava bubbling out of the holes. Keep squeezing until the lemon is empty. So, what's the science behind this citrusy eruption? Lemons contain citric acid, which is a weak acid. When you mix citric acid with dish soap, it creates a chemical reaction that produces carbon dioxide gas. The gas builds up inside the lemon and escapes through the holes, creating the eruption. It's like a mini volcano, but instead of lava, we have foamy lemon juice. Remember, science is all around us, even in our food. Let's move on to our final experiment and explore the world of colorful lava flows. This experiment is a great way to learn about density and how liquids interact with each other. To create our own lava flow, you'll need a tall glass or jar, honey, corn syrup, dish soap, water, vegetable oil, food coloring, and a spoon. First, pour a layer of honey into the bottom of the glass. Then, carefully add a layer of corn syrup on top of the honey. Try not to mix the layers. Next, add a layer of dish soap, followed by a layer of water. Finally, slowly pour a layer of vegetable oil on top. Now add a few drops of different food coloring to the top of the oil layer. Watch what happens. Did you see the food coloring slowly sink through the oil and create colorful blobs? That's because of density. Density is how much matter is packed into a certain space. Liquids with different densities will layer on top of each other. The densest liquid will sink to the bottom, and the least dense liquid will float on top. In our experiment, honey was the densest liquid, so it stayed at the bottom. Oil was the least dense, so it floated on top. This is similar to how lava flows. Different types of lava have different densities. Some lava flows are thick and slow-moving like honey, while others are thinner and flow more easily, like our oil. Now that you've seen density in action, let's learn more about what makes real volcanoes erupt. Remember the baking soda and vinegar volcano. The gas bubbles created by their reaction are a lot like what happens inside a real volcano. Deep underground, the Earth's core is incredibly hot. This heat melts rock, turning it into that liquid rock we call magma. Magma contains gases like water vapor, carbon dioxide, and sulfur dioxide. As the magma heats up, these gases expand and create pressure. This pressure builds up under the Earth's surface, pushing on the surrounding rocks. When the pressure gets too high, the magma bursts through weak spots in the Earth's crust, causing a volcanic eruption. It's like when you blow up a balloon, and the air pressure inside gets too high, causing it to pop. Volcanoes are much bigger and more powerful than balloons, but the basic idea is the same. Did you know there are different types of volcanoes? Some volcanoes are tall and cone-shaped, while others are wide and flat. The shape of a volcano depends on the type of magma it erupts and how explosive the eruptions are. Some volcanoes erupt with slow, flowing lava, like our honey experiment. Others erupt explosively, sending ash, gas, and hot rocks high into the air. Learning about volcanoes helps us understand the powerful forces that shape our planet. But remember, while volcanoes are fascinating to study, they can also be dangerous. That's why it's important to always be safe when experimenting at home. Science experiments are a blast, but safety always comes first. Here are some important things to remember when doing any science experiment. Always ask an adult for permission and help before starting an experiment. Read the instructions carefully and follow them step by step. Never taste or smell any chemicals unless an adult says it's okay. Clean up your work area when you're finished and wash your hands thoroughly. Remember, science is all about exploring the world around us safely and responsibly. By following these simple safety tips, you can have fun learning about science without any mishaps. Congratulations, young scientists. You've learned about volcanoes, experimented with chemical reactions, and explored the concept of density. But don't stop there. The world of science is full of amazing discoveries waiting to be made. Keep asking questions, keep experimenting, and keep your curiosity alive. Who knows what incredible things you'll discover next? Remember, science isn't just about textbooks and labs, it's everywhere around us. So go out there, explore, and never stop learning.